Good morning, everyone. I am Dr. Anuj Kumar Goel. Today, we will start learning a free VLSI software that is provided by the company Mentor Graphics, and its name is Model Sim. Actually, it is a paid software, but you can use it for the study purpose. They provide the student license with 6 months usage. You can use it freely for 6 months. So let's first open the software. It is the Model Sim PE Student Edition 10.4a is presently available. So it is the opening window Model Sim Advanced Simulation and Debugging Software. It is provided by the Mentor Graphics. So it is the first window that appear when we open the software Model Sim. So directly we have to click the Jump Start. Jump Start is the first we have to select. So after selecting the jump start, first it will show the two options. One is the create a project, second is the open a project. If some project is already created here, so you can click the open a project. So it will browse to some location and you can directly pick a project which you already made for your modification purpose or to add the more HDL files you can open a project. But if you are using it first time, so you should select the create a project. So for the first time users, I am selecting the create a project. So it is the next window which appears. It have different options. Project name, you have to select a name for your project. Then project location where the file is to be stored. It is stored in the C drive where we where we install the software Model Sim, and one extension is there. So it is a particular location. You can also change the location by selecting the browse, and you can allocate a different location where you want to save the program. But by default, it will select on the same directory that we installed. Then default library name. The default library name is the work library. All the programs that we make here that are stored in the library work. So first let's give a name, project name. So for first time I am giving it a start. Start VHDL. Then click OK. So new window will appear. It is basically what item you want to add. Add items to the project. Create new file if you want to create a new file or write a new program, or you can add the existing file if some file is already existing you want to add to the particular project. Then create simulation, create new folder. So four options are available when we are making a new project. Either we can create the new file, or we can add the existing file, or we can create simulation or create a new folder. So I will select first, that is create new file. Then file name. For example, just for beginning purpose I am just showing the example of half adder. So I'm giving the name to the file, that is half adder. Then one entry is there, add file as type. Which type of file you are adding here? Either it is the VHDL code or Verilog or system Verilog or PSL or text system C, TSL, macro. Different options are available here. You can scroll down and find out the different options. So first I am selecting only for the VHDL. So I select the VHDL, then put the OK. Then we have to when we create the file with the name of half adder, so by itself it create here half adder.phd. .phd is the extension for the VHDL file. it will create the extension by itself because we create the type as VHDL file. Then close this window. So it is created here. Its status is question mark here. Here it will show the different parameters. That is, first is the name half-adder.phd, then status is question mark, then type is VHDL. Okay, so it means it is a VHDL code, but it is not there. So we can double click on this. So new window will appear. This window is used to write the program. Okay, so I will start the writing the program. As you know, in the VHDL, it consists of two different parts. One is the external hardware abstraction. That is the entity declaration. Okay, so let's first declare the entity of the device. The first keyword to write the entity is the entity. Then we have to give any name. Let's I give here again half adder. Then is, so it is the first declaration. It is called the entity declaration. Then port. In the port we have to declare the input and output pins and their type. Either these are input type or output type or in-out type. So I declare here two input bits as A and B and two outputs as sum and carry. Then we have to end the entity with the same name. Semicolon. So it is the end of first part, that is entity declaration. We clear the entity, create the entity with the name half adder and declare two inputs A and B and two outputs sum and carry. Then we have to declare the architecture. First is the architecture name. That is, I select here again half adder, same of which entity of half adder. So after the declaration of the architecture, we have to write the begin. Then we have to give the statements in the case of data flow architecture type. So it is example for data flow architecture type. So first output is the sum. For sum we are assigning that sum is A XOR B. When we implement the XOR function on A and B, it will give the output as sum. And second is carry. A and B. Then we have to end the architecture. So it is a program for half adder. First we have to declare the entity name we gave half adder. Then we have to declare the architecture name again we gave the same, that is half adder. First I will save this program. And directly we can also compile from here. On the top different options are there. One option is compile. So we have to compile the file, compile selected. So on the bottom transcript option is there.